It's trying to turn. Can you see that weld there? Or crack? So it's completely cracked. Well, the Camaro's here already. I only paid for it yesterday. Here she is. All right, here she is, boys. 2016 V6 Camaro, automatic transmission. Keep your opinions and judgment to yourself. This is all the budget would allow for now. We'll get there. Yeah, smashed pretty good. Probably the hardest hit I've bought so far. Weird thing is, this one comes with a clean title. It's not been branded or marked crashed. I'm used to Copart taking a while to figure these out, and he paid for it yesterday.
Yeah, man, what the deal is, it's working pretty slow right now.
I'll put in a video in a second here of me actually purchasing this live on Copart. There was some confusion. I thought I didn't win the thing, then I did, so I paid for it, and it got delivered quick, like the next day. But anyway, check the offload skills of this delivery driver. At least I was impressed. I've never seen anyone do it this way before. They're under some sort of like liability of where they shouldn't start it, they shouldn't move the car, so he offloaded it this way.
Air freshener smell good.
Yeah, the car, apart from the damage, is clean. I mean, yeah.
Man, I wonder if this wasn't a test drive crash.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, yeah.
I mean, that smells like a dealership air freshener.
Right. Interesting that the delivery driver has quickly come to the same conclusion that I thought too. He doesn't even know that this is a clean title car, not recorded as crashed or damaged, nothing like that. But we can see that the paint is clean, it's been waxed, it's been polished, it's got the dealership temporary tag on the back. So yeah, we think it's been crashed during either a test drive with a customer or a staff member has crashed it up. But later in the series, I think in episode 2 next week, we'll get into some of the investigation of the documents we found inside and how this car has really come about. Keys are here. We hope that's not going to sound... It's a nice interior. It's not going to sound knocking or anything like that. So brake in, engine start, stop. I lied. Either the battery's disconnected now or it's completely discharged. So we do need the jumper pack. It's positive there, and then the ground is bent way over there. You see the crash bar or whatever it is bent. Pressing the brake and there's a weird noise happening. I don't think my battery pack's strong enough. It's trying to turn. I wonder why the blinkers don't work. That's odd. Pressing that. It didn't sound good then for a second. My heart dropped. Let's get this AC off. Wow, my heart dropped then for a second. I thought we were money into an absolute knocker. What are we saying? Parking light, ABS, tire pressure. Boy, my heart dropped then on that knock. And they said it engages, it runs and drives, so let's get this seat forward and let's see if it goes forward, because I need it to, because it can't be on the driveway like this. Okay, after I stopped panicking, thinking that the engine was absolutely cooked, yeah, we can flip it around, get it into the garage, and start stripping it down. You know what I didn't check? Didn't check oil, didn't check coolant, didn't check nothing. I don't know why I do this. I'm always excited, / scared, / nervous, / in a rush. This time, I'm actually gonna flip it into neutral manually. Gonna get it hood up, then check the oil before we start it again. But for now, we're gonna emergency put it into neutral. Haven't done it before, but looks easy enough. Let's see. There it is, I think. Let's use our little Allen key. There is just a notch down here. Hey, there you go.
You guys did not see my panic then. I felt like it was going at some speed, rolling and towards the Panamera. Holy heck, I hopped on that thing as quick as I could and jumped on that brake. Would it have hit? I don't know. That would have been bad. Right, say it with me. We're not gonna start any more cars until we check the oil level. I'm gonna have to try and get this hood open. I believe it has a physical dipstick, but this is down. I've had a quick look, and what we're dealing with is it's actually still latched down. That's why it's locked up like that. The way we were able to start it in Copart 2 was this fuse box, so 12 volt here and ground there. So I wonder if we just pulled a hood latch. That would be great. Otherwise, it's going to be a nightmare to get this thing open, I think.
And a small nightmare it was. It didn't unlatch itself. It all bent inward and whatever else. So I tried to pry bar it open and bend the latch myself. Didn't work. In the end, went to the store, bought a grinder that I hadn't used before, so a little unconfident with it, but got it open in the end.
Hey, not a nightmare, I've got it. Presents you dog bed Camaro and dog towel. Let's check this oil super quick. Yeah, and it's just starting to rain. Midway between min and max, so halfway. Happy. Stop starting cars without checking the oil. Now we can check out the extent of the bend and the damage, really. Strut towers look good. This rad supporter goes all the way across. Go to the other side. This is designed to crumble, whatever, and it has, but that fan and rad has certainly moved forward. No doubt. Little vacuum line down there, maybe. Yeah, little vacuum line, all good. This is what we were fighting with. It was just the mechanism just wouldn't go back and forth, so yeah, we cut the hinge instead.
Quick sneak peek into the stress of buying these cars. I actually was trying to buy a Dodge Challenger, but I got outbid. A 2016 Camaro, 6-cylinder, clean title, which is rare. Well, I just won that Camaro. That seems suspicious. Only like 4,000 or 5,000 and it's clean title. But it was on reserve, so I don't know how that works. So I was confused for a couple of minutes if my bid was enough to be over the reserve, but anyway, it all worked out. We did get the car for $5,200, which is a steal. Remember, clean title, so let's get back into it.
All right, it's a new day. It's actually the next week. Car's just been sat here, just been busy during the week. The plan is, I guess, to strip this down and see what damage is there and then order parts from there. I am still a little concerned with the sound of the engine. The first 6 seconds that we ever started it, it made a pretty ugly noise. It still does that, but the point is I just don't know what that is. I don't think it's mechanical, as in like internal engine rods or pistons making contact with each other. I think when these auxiliary belts are running, like the serpentine or whatever those belts are exactly called, a few things. The fans are maybe trying to run immediately, the auxiliary belts are running at speed, and I think that's what the problem is. But either way, we're gonna strip it down. I've got some parts already because I was just looking locally and I found some real good deals. What I didn't want to do, but I have bought some parts, is to buy too many parts and then this car for some reason is junk. I need to get myself prepared for, unfortunately, if we get to that one day where I buy a car from Copart or auction and it's no good. What I don't want then is, you know, a bunch of parts for a car that I'm not going to be fixing. But anyway, let me show you the parts I have. Hood with a fake vent. I got this for $300. It came with a free wing, which not sure I'm gonna fit that. Got a bumper, still new, unpainted obviously, but it comes with all the trimmings and whatever else you need to fit a bumper, like bumper guides and even a splitter that comes with it. So bumper, hood, got some hinges as well. I already know that those hinges are super bent. It was hard to get the hood off.
Let's get the Camaro raised up then. I had it up and down once or twice in this shot. I just need it perfect where I've got enough space in front of the car for me to strip it down, but enough space at the back where I can walk past the car. So yeah.
I did also get a new impact gun, finally. So there's generally 3 ranges, like low, medium, and high. And the high is really high, and the low's not that low. So I got mid. I think it's 800 foot-pounds of breakaway and 600 torque for tightening, I think. So should blast through these pretty easy. Let's, I say that. Let's see. Yeah, whiz through it. Just for fun, assuming that they're all roughly the same torque spec, I'm going to use my other impact and see if it struggles. Let's see if it struggles. I feel like it will. It gets it, but it's not ideal.
So it was worth the purchase, basically. All right, let's start getting this front end off. So the kind of the under trays that are mangled in there, the front bumper is kind of hard to get off because again, it's mangled. Arch liner's off, the only headlight we have out.
Okay, bumper's almost off. I think it's actually off. It's just being held by, I don't know if you can see, like Copart, before they have it ship out, they just to make sure it doesn't come off during shipping or whatever else, like certain parts, they just put this like wire stuff on. So give me a sec, we'll undo this, and then the bumper should just fall off. All right, bumper off. Several pieces. Crash bar, obviously. Chassis leg on the right. Chassis leg on the left. Can you see that weld there? Or crack? So it's completely cracked. That would be terrifying. However, I did see already online this bolts on and off. It's like a chassis leg extension. So that onwards is the true chassis, and then this, you can see it bolts on and off. So what is this piece? Because that's like welded to it. We'll figure it out. So I guess, how do we get this crash bar off? Oh, it's just one piece, is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, the crash bar bolts are in instead of protruding. So we'll get the crash bar off. Let's do that. Yeah, all right, crash bar off. I would love for this radiator to be not damaged, but it's not even straight, so it's definitely damaged. Okay, let's continue to pull stuff away, I think. This is mangled. Yeah, let's just start pulling more stuff off. This is all not too hard, but it's gonna be hard to get to some of the bolts because it's like folded itself over where some of the fasteners are. So cut to me, time lapse on that, I guess. Well, that was our, I guess it's a radiator support, the top part of the radiator support and like hinge area. Definitely not salvageable. Took off the airbox, covered up the intake with a little glove so we don't get any debris in there. Yeah, intake is off. What else? There was a bunch of smashed up headlight and whatever else here. It's on the floor. Took a couple of grounds off, and then I've undone these bolts I was talking about. This like front rail. It's ready to come off-ish, but not quite. You can see very, very mangled. So we're gonna need definitely a few new pieces. This is what we're trying to take off. The bottom 2 legs, they're super bent. It's kind of hard to figure out where the bolts are exactly.
So just a fairly simple case now of just undo every bolt that I can see holding anything structural on.
Finally, these plugs. I did it. We got her off. We now can get to the chassis leg, or chassis leg extension, which I've ordered. That wasn't too expensive. That was only $110 new. So not too bad there at all. See here, now we can really see it. There's the cracked weld. See that side is fine. So we're just going to, I guess, remove 2 bolts, potentially 4, yeah, maybe 2 each side, so 4 in total. Another new day on the Camaro. I think we're gonna start with getting the fenders off.
As with most cars that we've done so far, to get the fenders off, there's always a side skirt removal of some sort, either the whole thing or just pry it down so you can get to the kind of 2 hidden bolts at the front.
Off. Brackets are a little bent, see? Not the greatest of condition.
Yeah, a couple of bent brackets here and there, as you can imagine, but that's it, mostly stripped down. Not going to take the rad pack off just yet because there's still AC refrigerant in there. But here comes that chassis leg extension off, which I'm very thankful for. I had no idea that these things bolt on and off.
It does look pretty mental. Fenders off, bumper off, hood off. It looks in worse condition than it is. We're gonna leave it here. We'll catch up again next week, next episode, on just removing the final few pieces, and then we'll go in to replace what we hope is gonna be everything we need. Yeah. Let's see what your heart sounds like. I wonder why they're running at full speed.